We often talk about the cloud as if it's an ethereal, weightless place. But in reality, the cloud is made of steel, concrete, and an insatiable thirst for power. Today, we're breaking down a high-stakes legislative move, the Artificial Intelligence Data Center Moratorium Act, introduced by Senator Bernie Sanders and Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. This isn't just a regulation, it's an emergency brake. The bill proposes a temporary freeze on the construction of massive new AI data centers. Why, you might ask? Well, because the AI gold rush is on a collision course with our planet's resources, threatening to derail climate goals and overwhelm our electrical grids. An AI-driven world is incredibly thirsty. A single AI prompt can require 10 times the energy of a Google search and a liter of water for cooling. This bill addresses three critical pillars. It prevents AI demand from forcing us to start old coal plants or hike utility bills for residents to pay for new grid infrastructure. And 2, it holds new permits until the EPA and Department of Energy can fully study the carbon footprint and water usage of these facilities. And 3, no more secrets. Tech giants would be legally required to report exactly how much water and power they are consuming. The goal is to ensure the digital future doesn't bankrupt our physical environment. The leaders of big techs arguably are well aware of this crisis. Sam Altman, as you know, CEO of OpenAI, admitted that, or stated back in 2023, we need some degree of coordination among the leading development efforts to ensure that the development of superintelligence occurs in a manner that allows us to both maintain safety and help smooth integration of these systems with society. An effective global regulatory framework, including democratic governance, is needed. Also, Demis Hassabis, the head of Google's DeepMind, said in 2026 that he would support an AI pause if he knew other countries and companies also paused development. Here's where it gets complicated. Interestingly, many of these CEOs have actually stated they would prefer a slowdown to ensure safety and sustainability. But there's a catch: the race to the bottom. If Google slowed down to be green, Microsoft grabs their market share. If OpenAI pauses, Meta sprints ahead. Even if these CEOs want to be responsible, the market punishes them for it. And now the question comes, is it a stunt? Well, critics say yes. While Microsoft talks about being carbon negative, the actual emissions have risen by nearly 30% since 2020 due to data center construction. Promising future vision is a convenient way to avoid current regulation. Some argue that by calling for regulation, CEOs are actually asking the government to step in and force a level playing field. They can't stop on their own, so they need a moratorium to force their competitors to stop too. The AI Data Center Moratorium Act forces a confrontation between Silicon Valley's move fast and break things mentality and the physical limits of our planet. It acknowledges that as long as it's a race, no one is going to look at the brakes. By mandating a pause, the government isn't just protecting the environment, it's potentially saving these companies from a race to the bottom that none of them can actually afford to win. Critics of the bill argue it might slow down American innovation, but proponents, including Sanders and Ocasio-Cortez, argue that innovation is worthless if it destroys the environment it is meant to serve. The AI Data Center Moratorium Act isn't about stopping technology forever. It's about demanding an answer to one simple question: can we have a tech future without sacrificing a livable planet?